Hey, Tiger Friends, it's Meredith with Tigerlili Resources. How are ya? It's been a minute since I've presented like this. So I wanted to say hi. Today is November 15th, and we are midpoint in our 30 Days of Difference campaign that we're doing right now. And our goal is to gain 30 new monthly supporters in the month of November. And I wanted to give a me to you update of where we are right now. So, like I said, we're halfway through the 30 days. And as of now, we have reached 10% of our goal. So that means we have three new monthly supporters. So thank you to you three that have jumped on board. But I wanted to, first off, I'm sitting here at the Kingdom Come Mission Retreat Center. And I have been, as y'all have seen any of my posts, up to my eyeballs in making it pretty. There's been lots of dirty days, lots of spider webs and mouse poops, and we're getting to a point where it's getting pretty. So I wanted to let you know what you being a monthly supporter allows us to do in the world of fighting human trafficking in the United States of America. So America is the biggest piece of the puzzle when it comes to the severity and the involvement of human trafficking, and especially the trafficking of our children. We have the most money and the most ability to create and facilitate CSAM, child sexual abuse material. So if we have the ability to create the most of that, means we're using the most children, and they're from America. Yeah. Um, I'm throughout the next coming up days too. I'm going to be posting different stats that show the increase in the influx of the attack on our children and what the enemy is trying to do in reaching them and how he's reaching our kiddos. So by you becoming a monthly supporter, whether it's $10, $25, $50, $500, it all matters. To give us a firm foundation to know financially we've got our bases covered gives us more breathing room to actually get the work done. And then, we can pull in different funding from different events and just different kind of one-off gifts and support. We don't take state or federal funding, and we never ever will, because we love Jesus and we are a faith-based organization, and we speak openly, wide open about Jesus, and we are not going to have any limitations placed on our work because of that. So we only go for private giftings, which is from people. And honestly, I prefer it that way. It helps engage. It helps you actually be on mission with us. It allows you the ability to be a blessing and to reach kids when you don't have to go out into do the dirty work. You get to just give and let us handle that. So giving monthly allows us to, one, reopen the safe home. All right. So prior it was the House of Rahab. We housed up to 5 female adult survivors. Now we're transitioning to serve children. Okay. We, over the years, we have had so many asks from law enforcement, medical professionals, children and family services, anybody that deals in the foster system. Do you do anything for kids? I was asked that all the time. And I would say no, because that wasn't our wheelhouse. We served adults because adults lost their voice. But I kept seeing the huge disappointment and frustration from these officials and leader, that they needed a place to put these kids and there wasn't anywhere. So I had to stop ignoring the prompt. The Lord did give me a prompt to prepare for the children back in October of 22. And I really ignored it. I'm not going to lie, for probably about 6 to 8 months. I didn't think it was for us. But then it just kept getting louder and more severe. Prompting, so I couldn't ignore it anymore. So we've been preparing. So giving monthly will help us reopen the home. The new directors are already in the home. They're getting settled in. They're turning the house into a home and doing little renovations and refreshings that were so needed in the home. And when it reopens, we can serve up to 3 children at a time with the same model that we had with the House of Rahab, emergency short-term placement. I've also had too many stories of children when they're discovered or they need help. There's no place to put them. So DCFS will literally put them in cots in their offices for days, sometimes weeks, until they can find a place for them to go. That's not okay. We want to be a resource for them as well. So we're opening it up for that. So like I said, we can house up to 3 children at a time. And that's honestly going to be dependent on each child. If they can be if they're okay to have other children in with them that are coming from the same hell that they came from, or if it's best if they're by themselves. But each one will just be kind of played by ear. But we're going to give them the best loving service that we can that is geared for their needs, trauma informed. The directors, she's a trauma counselor, the mother, trauma counselor, and she specializes in SRA. And if you don't know what that is satanic ritual abuse. And that goes hand in hand in the world of human trafficking. It is horrendous. And the healing that her modalities bring is absolutely incredible. And then the father, he is an emergency room nurse. So we couldn't have two better people in place to take care of these little ones when they come in. And also here, I'm sitting here at Kingdom Come Mission Retreat Center. So the primary focus for this property is a transition point, a safe, neutral space that when the children are coming from the safe home, if they're going back home with family, if that's okay and safe for them to do, or if they're being placed with a foster family, they would come here first and spend just a couple days in a beautiful, beautiful piece of heaven on earth here and just be together in a safe space that isn't dumping them right back into life. So they can come here, be at peace together, just breathe a little bit, and then, get a little bit of tools before they go home. We have a horse arena that's here with stables. So we're building that out right now, getting it all cleaned up. There's lots of unnecessary things in the stalls. So we're getting those cleaned out so we can utilize them for horses, to have horse therapy out here. And basically what that looks like is just them loving on horses, like how majestic and how beautiful our horses. So that's another element that we're providing for them when they're out here. And then also we're in the process at the same time of these two projects going on. We're also building out Fresh. And that is our national headquarters and training center. So from that location, we will be doing a lot of community engagement, a lot of training, teaching other people to do what we do. The model of the safe home, the short-term emergency placement, is very easy to be duplicated. So we're going to be training other people to do what we do. There's not enough services across the country to serve these survivors. And we are going to be one of the pieces that helps grow this sector to bring healing and to bring the love of Jesus to these people. So I can't encourage you enough. Please get on mission with us as a monthly supporter. Right now we have just under $2,000 a month in our monthly support. And just in the three properties, just to possess these three properties, it costs us about $1,400. Okay, that is just to physically have them. Okay, mortgage and rent payment. That's not counting insurance. That's not counting utilities and what it takes to function these properties every month. Just different supplies and things like that. So the almost $2,000 a month is awesome, right? There's other funds that do come in every month. So we're not just like, oh, we only make $2,000 a month. No, there is other funds to come in, but to know that our monthly support is solid and strong, that will give us such breathing room to know, okay, all of these are covered. We can function successfully and do the best service that we can and bring in other money outside of that. So if you can't be a monthly supporter, help us get the word out. We want to do presentations. We want to get in front of churches, in front of businesses. Get your friends together at your home and I'll come there and we'll talk about what this is. If you work for a company that likes to do philanthropic work, let us know. We can, be a part of that outreach, the community connection that happens in businesses. If your church gets behind missions and ministries, let us know. We would love to be able to share what we do with them. We need to grow in our support immensely to be able to serve these children, these minors, these young ones, these teenagers that are going to be coming through our doors and that we are going to be putting back out into the world with the love and healing of Jesus Christ. And we need you on board with us. So please pray about how can you get involved with us? Can you be a monthly supporter? Like I said, 10, 25, 50, 500, it all matters. And if you can't do that monthly, consider a one-time gift. If you can't do that, get us connected with people. Share our page, share our information. Everybody needs to know this, and it's amazing how many people just still don't know. Every time I do a presentation, they're like, I had no idea. More people need to know. So help us get the word out. Help us get connected. Help us best serve. And how do we end human trafficking in America? Together. Let's do this together, guys. Thank you for letting me give you this update. Thank you for taking the time to listen. And I look forward to seeing your responses come back in. All right. So until next time, this is Meredith with Tigerlili Resources, and I am signing off.